Good evening, Marty Braden here. I'm closing out the night of February 4th, 35 days. Whew, that's 35 videos. Before I show you my list of to-dos I worked on today, I have a confession to make. I had a big fat failure today. I say that because if you remember right, my power statement for today was I will get one podcast scripted out and ready for recording. The podcast to get done first was going to be my introductory podcast that I used to introduce my Mindset is Everything podcast series. Well, due to unplanned circumstances, I wasn't able to do that today. As a result, whether it was in my control or not, I accidentally deleted my notes for yesterday's video recording, and then I deleted the video itself after I redid it, and so I had to do everything over again, and finally I messed up again, and so I had to redo Monday night's video entry 3 times. And you wouldn't have noticed it because it's on the video and you just watched it because I didn't mention it until just now. You wouldn't have known I had that failure unless I told you. But I'm excited that I can go forward and do what I got to do. In fact, I'll talk about how I turned this failure into a tool of success when I get to answering my get honest with myself questions later on. But for now, just know that I still was able to move forward with the rest of my day in spite of my mistakes and failure. So here's what I got done today. Let me show you my list here. You can see some highlighted yellow ones there. First, even with all the hassle I just described, I was still able to finish re-recording my Monday night video entry after 3 tries. It takes a good amount of time to record these videos, do the notes and that kind of thing, and then think it through, and then do a nice video recording, and then process them, and then upload them onto my YouTube channel. Second task I was able to get done was that I'm still in contact with Joseph Carbone, which I had that goal of social dates and that kind of thing. And Joe Carbone and his wife were going to come and share details of their Italy trip. Well, I got some good news. He goes out of town a lot and goes out of the country a lot. Joe's business is he's the owner of eye care for children eyeglasses. And he has lots of things happening all over the several countries and throughout the United States helping children who can't afford to get glasses. He has very special programs that people can donate to so that kids, when he takes his eye care bus around to schools and people come and bring their kids in for free and get their eyeglass exam and get free glasses. So I want to hear what his trip on that was. I was able to talk to him, like I said, and he's trying to make the time to when he gets back in town where we can get together. So I'm looking forward to that. Dean and Mary, Kathleen's brother and sister-in-law, had to cancel our Valentine's date as they had a family event come up that so it won't work out to them. So we're going to reschedule with them. But it's nice to have these thoughts and to have dates happening and talking to people. Third, I had the opportunity to go to Avalon Care Center tonight and spend a couple of hours helping the resident members enjoy a Valentine's activity where we helped them prepare little red Valentine's boxes with special little stickers. They were able to use a felt pen. We helped them write their names on it. And then they wrote out special Valentine's cards and put little stickers on it, put a nice little envelopes and saved it in the box. And then they're going to be given out to folks that they want to give their little Valentines, be my Valentines to. I got 3 or 4 that I came home with that they had given to me. So those little love notes for friends and family are special. They were all having so much fun, however, doing those cards and putting on the stickers and making those boxes all decorative. They didn't want to go back to their rooms for the night until they got them all done. So we stayed a little extra time and then they got it done. So even though this Avalon project took most of my night, I came home feeling my investment in my relationships with those dear friends really moved my social goal forward in a big way. So I'm happy about that. Now, because I wasn't able to work on my Mindset is Everything introductory podcast today, I decided my power statement for today, once again, was going to be pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again like it never happened. So I'll be doing that podcast, scripting out tomorrow. Okay, let's answer Croy's get honest with yourself question. What didn't go well today, or what could you have done better today, Marty? Did you wake up early and start strong? Yep. Did you start your morning with power? I believe I did. Next, were you productive throughout your day? Yes, I was. 3 times productive. But I still got some good, important things done. And I think I got the most important thing done that I love on my big goal, and that's that social goal. Did you get the most important things done? Yes. Did you move your goals forward? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted to be? That I did. my time with Kathleen and with those dear folks, I was present, I was loving, and it was quite a nice evening. What was the one thing, however, out of all the things you did today that you know you can improve on, Marty? What failure did you have today? Of course, my failure to get Monday's video recording done right the night before. I had to really work on it today and have to do it 2 more times, the second and the third time. That was a problem. And so that failure then begs the question, how can I turn this failure into a tool of success going forward? Well, I'm pretty sure I can turn this failure, and did turn this failure, to a tool of success by using the idea of the power of the flicker, and then just move on, let it go. Putting this let it go mentality and the power of the flicker success tool into a power statement, I just repeated it. When things happen that seem to be a disaster, just employ the power of the flicker and then let it go. Breathe it out, let it go. You can't change it. You can't take it back. So simply let it go and then be done with it. And that's exactly what I ultimately did. I decided to give it the 15 minutes it deserved, and then I flicked it right into the trash. I forgave myself, I breathed out the chaos of the day, and determined to get on with the business of the day. The next question is, what was my biggest success today? My biggest success today was I remembered that I did my win the morning, win the day routine. I served the 15 folks at Avalon Care Center. I came home and finished a few more remaining tasks on my list, which were some details that I didn't want to put on today's list and have to do them. And I did the end of the day success routine before coming to my office tonight and doing this video entry before I went to bed. That was a success, doing the things that I knew I had to do and I could control. Next, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, that's another thing I did well today. My why movie is becoming an automatic habitual experience now each morning. And I'm finding that parts of it begin to play in my imagination during the day because certain thoughts trigger my gatekeeper to put its movie reel on and play those parts of my why movie that I'm involved in doing this. Man, it comes in, I see it, it's kind of like doing it and then doing it. It's really kind of exciting. The next question is, what was the one thing you did that made you feel successful? As I did my end of the day success routine tonight, the pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again song kind of played in my mind. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again. It's just a good thing to let things go. To me, that indicates, though, that I have a good start on attaining a successful mentality. Having that mindset that overcomes these things and blocks and wards off the negative thoughts that human beings have. It's natural. It takes a discipline, and that's starting to happen. I'm loving that. It feels really successful to me. Next is, what rate did you give your day, Marty? Well, I gave it a 6. It was a tough day, but like the young runner who tripped and fell 4 times and still got up again and again to show his father, who was in the stands, that he wasn't a quitter. It's like he heard his father, who was sitting in the stands when he failed that first time. The father stood up and he looked over, and the dad looking like that, and he could tell it, get up and win the race. And it happened 4 times, and that father smiled and said with his mouth, get up and win the race. That's a great feeling after a failure like this. The next question Corey asks is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, but you'd still feel like a success, what would that one thing be? Once you have the answer, put it into a power statement. Well, I said that I will get on with the one podcast scripted out and ready to record. The podcast to get done first will be the introductory podcast. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I will, my movie playing, I pre-played myself recording. The first step to success is to get honest with yourself. So that was some of the things I was saying, that the gatekeeper went out and got that thought, and to show myself doing the very thing that I want to do is to type out the first step to success content. And to get honest with yourself is that first step. And so that's going to be an interesting typing thing. It's going to be an effort, but I'm pretty excited. I think it's a good omen, though, that I'm putting at the top of my to-do list for tomorrow is to do that pre-playing process that helps me press on. Once I get this first podcast done and under my belt, I think it's going to get easier and easier with each podcast. At least that's what I'm hoping it's going to be. So bam! Way to go, Marty. Another big goal is going to come through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. That's going to be exciting. Okay, let's end my day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the power of love. I'm grateful for the power of imagination. What a gift, imagination. I'm grateful for the power of having a purpose and the power of having being happy with a purpose. I'm grateful for the power of knowledge and truth in the universe that I can tap into, and it helps me catapult myself forward. Man, oh man, I have a lot of things to be grateful for, and so do you. Another day's in the history books, and I'm ready to go to bed. But until that tomorrow night, I wish everyone continued success. I'm in a good success mode, and so are you. So, good night.